Hello, how are we doing today? Welcome to Online Tutor USA. Today we are going to be looking at fraction, right? Fraction and mathematical expression that has a numerator and a denominator. So right here we have like three of them. We have 1/2, we have A over B, and we have C over D. So it keeps going, so you could add more, you could do more of yours, okay? So not just this, we have types of fraction as well. We have proper fractions, we have improper fractions, and we have a mixed fraction. So for me to demonstrate more, I'm going to erase this and show you guys what I'm demonstrating. So yeah, okay. So right here, I'm still gonna put a fraction right here. So this is a proper fraction, right? This is a proper fraction. And this right here is improper fraction. This right here is a mixed fraction. I'm going to elaborate on this more. So this right here is proper. This right here is improper. This right here is a mixed fraction. So what are they? Proper fraction, mixed fraction, sorry, improper fraction, and a mixed fraction. The reason they are called or they attack or they are termed this way is this. This one right here, you have one on top of it too. So this is normal because that's why it's called proper. So whenever something is normal, it's called what's proper. So okay, this is proper. So whenever something is abnormal, is improper. As you can see, 3/2 is abnormal. So it's not a proper, it's not proper, like that's what they call improper fraction. As you can see here, this one has a whole number. This one has a whole number and a fractional part of it. So that's why it's called mixed fraction, right? So it's mixed together. It's not just one, it's mixed together. So this is entirely fraction and this is entirely fraction. But this case, this is improper because you have 3/2. So that's not proper. It's just like you having a baby, you ask the baby to carry the mom. So that's not proper. So they could call 911 for that kind of mother, right? Because you having a baby carrying the mother. So it's not proper. So whoever that sees that will call 911 in America, right? So that's what we call it improper fraction. So in an attempt for us to convert improper fraction to a proper fraction, we end up attaining what is called a mixed fraction. So that's why we have what? Mixed fraction. So I'm going to explain this further. So I'm going to be solving two examples to kind of like explain this more, right? So first of all, I'm going to erase this again and go further to solve more examples. So right here, we have 1/2 plus 3/4, right? So what do we do in this case? I'm going to use a red pen to solve this. So what do we do in this case? Now we are bringing this and this together. So what we do, we have 4 because we have 4, like 2 can go into 4 and 4 can go into 4. So what we do is this, we'll say, okay, how many 2 can we have in 4? It's just going to be 2. And this 2 right there is going to multiply the numerator, which is 1. So it's going to be times 1, right? You're going to still have the plus right there in the middle. And also you're going to say, how many 4 can we get in 4? It's just going to be 1. The 1 right there is going to multiply this numerator is going to be times 3, right? So in this case, we're going to be having 2 plus 3/4, right? So if we go further, we're going to be having 2 plus 3 is going to be 5. over, sorry, it's going to be 5 over 4, right? So now, what do we have right here? This is what? Improper fraction. We arrive at improper fraction. In mathematics, we can't always leave our answer like this. We got to break it down to the simplest form by simplifying to make it what? A proper fraction. How do we make this a proper fraction? In an attempt to make it a proper fraction, we're going to arrive at what? Mixed fraction. So let's do this. So for you to do this, you're going to say, how many 4 can you have in 5? It's going to be 1. So 4 can only go in 5 one time, and there's going to be a remainder. That remainder is going to be the what? A fractional part of it. So in that case, we're going to be having one whole number, and we're going to be having 1 over 4. That is it. This is the answer. So now you have a whole part, and you have what? A fractional part. Where do I put this? So that is the first one, right? So you have a whole part and a fractional part. So here we have a proper fraction, we have improper fraction, we combine it. So sorry, we have a proper fraction and a proper fraction. They are both proper fractions, sorry about that. So we combine it together. So when we combine it together, we arrive at what? Improper fraction. In attempt to make this a proper fraction, we end up having what? A mixed fraction, which is one whole number, 1 over 4. This is the answer we arrive at. I'm going to erase this and solve one. I'm going to erase this and do one more so that we see some example of what? A fraction. But there are more to come anyway. So now we have another one, which is 2. Let me take my pen to black. Okay, so we have another one, which is 2. We have a whole number, and we have what? A fractional part attached to a whole number. So we have a plus sign at the middle. We have 3. We have 2. We have 5. Okay. So this right here, we have a whole number right here, right? So we have fraction right here. Also, we have whole number right here. We have fraction right here, right? So the both fractional parts of them are normal. So this is not complicated. So let's go ahead. So what do we do? I'm going to give you 2 ways of solving this kind of problem. Okay. First of all, you could take your whole number. You have 2 whole numbers here, and you have a plus sign at the middle. You could take the whole number and add them automatically. Okay. And go ahead with the rest. So how do you do that? You're going to say 2 plus 3. Then you're going to have 3 over 4. Then put a plus here. Okay. You're going to have 3 over 4. Then when you have this, you have 3 over 4. Then you have plus 2 over 5. All right. Or to make it simpler, you could take the plus sign out. Just show this right this. Just show this like this. And also put a 2 plus 3. All right. So you have 4 right here. I'm right. Okay. So you have 4 right there. You have 5 right there. Right. So now automatically this is going to be 5. Okay. So you have that to be 5. And you have 4 and 5. You're going to have 20 here. Then you're going to say how many 4 can you get in 20? It's going to be 5. The 5 is going to multiply 3. You're going to have plus sign right there. And you're going to say how many 5 can you get in 20? It's going to be 4. The 4 is going to multiply 2, right? Then we'll come down here. you're going to have 5 as a whole number. Then you're going to have 5 times 3 is going to give you 15. It's going to give you 15. Plus 4 times 2 is going to give you 8, right? Then you're going to have over 20. So you're going to add the two numerator. You still have your 5 right here. 15 plus 8, that's going to give us what? That's going to give us 23, right? Going to give us 23. Then you're going to have over 20, okay? So as you can see, this is not still normal. So we still have improper fraction because we have 23 over 20. So that is not right. So how do we do this? We're going to have 5. Then we're going to say, how many times can 20 go into 23? It's going to be 1 time. So before we had that 1, we're going to say plus 1 because 1 just coming, right? We're going to say plus 1. Then what we got left is going to be 3. We're going to say 3 over 20. So add that up, it's going to be 6 whole number, 3 over, so that's 20, 3 over 20, right? This is the answer. Here we have a whole part. Here we have what? A fractional part. So this is one way of solving this kind of problem. Simplify this kind of problem. We have other way of doing it, but for the sake of time, I think we're probably going to do that in our next video. Thank you, everybody.